Hi, good morning. Buenos dias. I wish I could say it in French and all the other languages, but I'm not that articulate. Hi, Sami Joe.
Good morning. Hola.
Hola, right? We are bilingual. Happy October the 9th, 2024. Happy Women's Rodeo Championship Wednesdays. Happy to see you. I do think that probably everybody better just get ready for live with Sami, Joe, and Linsay on Wednesday mornings, because we kind of just feel like it's an easier way to get you guys the information that you need, because if one person has that same question, then everybody probably has the same question. So we would rather just answer them for you, with you, together. So I have to apologize, though. I didn't get much sleep last night. I don't know why. I guess I felt the storm coming in Florida or something. My body just decided to wake up at 2 a.m. And Sami Joe's daughter and I, we just woke up in the middle of the night and have been up all since then.
I wish we were neighbors, Linsay. I would have just sent her on over so you could hang out.
Oh my gosh. Sami Joe and I meet a little bit before this, and I'm like, I did not sleep last night. She's like, neither did my daughter. Oh, so fun.
Good morning to those of you joining us. Say hi in the comments. Linsay and I would love to see who's with us this morning. And I think, Linsay, just, the theme of praying for our country and praying for the safety of those down south right now, it's hard to pass that over, right? It's important we talk about that.
For sure. There's so much going on in the world, and with all of these crazy storms, and like you said, just prayers to all of them. It's almost unimaginable. I can't imagine what they're going through. I can't imagine the feeling of just helplessness, seeing your loved ones, your animals, your house just kind of be washed away, and then knowing that here comes another catastrophe right behind it. It's crazy to think of those poor people in the Southeast right now. So
yeah, if you guys need anything, Linsay and I are here for you. Come north to Colorado, come to Wyoming.
Any of our ladies have been affected, please let us know. We would love to figure out how we can help, how Women's Rodeo Championships can help, whether it be maybe a new cap that you lost, or just, whatever we can do to kind of lift some spirits and help out on that side. I guess there's a little bit of news kind of coming from WCRA this morning, and it has been officially posted that the Rodeo Carolina is canceled for 2024. Plans to go back 2025. Tryon Equestrian Center was not, it was hit very hard, but it wasn't just demolished like everything else in North Carolina. And they are using that facility right now as a distribution center, and they're housing a lot of the emergency workers, linemen, all of that are right there in Tryon. So with respect of everything that's going on, the Tryon Equestrian Center and WCRA came together and went ahead and canceled the event for this year. There's a lot that is going to go into all of that on leaderboards and all of that. That is a WCRA issue. We are here to support everybody, but we're not Women's Rodeo Championships is not. We do not make any decisions on any of that. So if you have questions, reach out to support at the WCRA, and they will help you out. And Tamara, yes, Sheridan, Wyoming is the Bighorn fire is going on for them right now, and it's just crazy. We need all of these natural disasters to kind of settle down. They need rain and snow up there in Wyoming, and we're just praying for everybody. That's for sure.
Yeah. And Tamara, if you need to come on over to Farson, I'm not too far away. So, but as Linsay mentioned, for Rodeo Carolina. If any of you ladies have questions, definitely reach out to support@wcrarodeo.com. One exciting thing, I think, is the Reliance Ranches VRQ bonus, which will pay out $25,000 to first place, $10,000 to second, $7,500 to third, and $2,500 to fourth in each discipline will now be awarded at Corpus Christi, and points that you are earning towards women's also count towards that bonus. So definitely keep that in mind as you continue to nominate through the season. But we are here today to talk about the WRWC Sidepot packages.
Yes, because they get confusing and there's a lot of things going on and there's a lot of moving parts right now with the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway, Oklahoma's Richest, all of the ropings that are going on in Vegas. We have a QS series team roping in Vegas. We have a QS barrel race. I mean, we have all these things, but the Sidepot packages are how you get those spots.
Exactly.
So, Sammy Jo, are you logged into your Next Gen app?
I am. Let me share my screen here. So app.nextgenrodeo.com, or download the Next Gen Rodeo app on your phone and log in. So I think first, before we actually start walking through, if you guys missed our live with Chris Neal, we went through with him the schedule of Oklahoma's Richest and how on that Sunday, October 20th, so this is already next weekend, believe it or not, will be the Oklahoma's Richest kind of ladies' day. There will be an open breakaway roping and a challenger breakaway roping. Both of those are qualifier series events. So you enter those ropings. At this point, you're doing a late entry or you can enter on site. But then, like Linsay said, in order to be eligible for the qualifier series, you need to do what we're about to show you and enter the Sidepot packages. Same things with the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Qualifier. That will start next Friday, October 18th. Everybody entering that can pay the $150 to enter the Sidepot package. Remember, you must have your WRC ID card purchased. But the Kimes Ranch $1 Million has the Challenger Showcase, and all Challenger and Limited girls entered will be eligible for advancement positions to the semifinals and ultimately to the Challenger Showcase. So I think first thing, Linz, if you're okay with it, if you have not purchased your women's ID card, let's just really quick look through how you do that. So if you are logged in, you'll go to Profile, you'll go to Next Gen Memberships. You can search right here and put Women's Rodeo Championship in the search. And then this right here is where you'll purchase your $150 ID card. Once you buy your ID card, then you'll want to make your first entry or nomination. So where are we going, Linsay? Are we going to Oklahoma's Richest first?
Yeah, let's go to Oklahoma's Richest.
All right. So you can also see the World Cup Finals, which is November 1st in Guthrie, is also a Sidepot package qualifier series event. So that's open for entries now. But we're going to Oklahoma's Richest on Sunday. So you'll come right here. You'll hit enter. You'll click down to choose whether you're a pro, a challenger, or a limited. They're all the same fee. So if you're not sure if you are a pro, a challenger, or limited, go ahead and click the pro, and our team will verify where you should be, and they can move your entry into the right Sidepot package if needed. But let's talk through in the breakaway roping, Linsay, how you are classified as a pro, a challenger, or now a limited athlete.
Limited. So a pro is someone who is winning over $5,000 annually and has won over $30,000 in their lifetime earnings.
10,000 annually. Sorry,
I'm
10,000.
10,000 annually. You're right.
And then for limited, so 10,000 annually, 30,000 lifetime. If you've earned over those amounts, you're a pro. If you've earned under those amounts, you can be a challenger. And then for the limited in the breakaway, you cannot have held your pro card in 5 years. You've earned less than 5,000 in lifetime earnings and 3,000 in annual earnings. So that's how you know what Sidepot package to enter. And again, for Oklahoma's Richest, the pro Sidepot package is tied to the open. So the highest placing athlete entered in the pro Sidepot package will win the qualifier series spot. And then for the challenger class, the highest placing challenger and the highest placing limited athlete will earn the qualifier series spots for Women's Rodeo World Championship.
And that is your direct shot to the WRWC. It takes you right to the finals, right to round one. Then if you already have a spot on the leaderboard, it just carries the same.
Yep. So that is how you enter right now the Oklahoma's Richest Sidepot packages. These will stay open until the roping starts, but you have to be entered before the roping begins. And if you've already entered the roping, but you haven't done the Sidepot package, not a problem. Just log in like we just did and enter that Sidepot package.
And so, when we looked at, I think that there's around 300 or so girls entered in Kimes Ranch Million. And then in the Oklahoma's Richest, there's 200 or so. And we want everybody to have a chance to get their qualifier series spot to Women's Rodeo World Championships. So make sure that you go ahead and get that done, doubling down your money. We do pay out on those Sidepots as well. So you get a nomination in the Sidepot and you get a nomination in the big Oklahoma's Richest, and it will pay back. So remember, I know it's a pretty expensive little hit if you're entered in the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway and Oklahoma's Richest, and you're entering the Sidepots. Like, I get it. It's really expensive and it adds up, but those Sidepots are a way to win some money back too. So way better than just nominating and not getting anything out of it. You definitely get money out of it as well. So don't forget, that's how you get those QS spots. You have to enter those Sidepot packages.
Absolutely. So then for the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway qualifier, something else is for the Sidepot package, we are putting $5,000 added money into those packages. So not only are you eligible for the roping itself and that payout, but we'll put $5,000 added into the Sidepots plus $40 of every entry goes back. So again, for the Kimes Ranch $1 Million qualifier, whether you're a pro, a challenger, or a limited, you can enter these Sidepot packages. Every athlete that is entered as a challenger or a limited will be eligible to win an advancement position to the Kimes Ranch $1 Million semifinals. That's November 27th. So we'll take the highest placing challenger or limited girl from the rounds and 2 from the aggregate to take 5 total spots onto the semifinals.
So much stuff.
So $1millionbreakawayroping.com has the schedule for everything you need to know about the November event. cnproductions.com/Oklahoma's Richest has the schedule and everything you need to know about the Oklahoma's Richest weekend. And of course, WRWC.rodeo has everything you need to know about classifications and qualifier series events.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of those qualifier series that are coming up. Do you have that schedule right there too? So we can kind of talk about the QS spots that we do have coming up. There's a few, like we talked about, Oklahoma's Richest. There's I can't see that. You're going to have to read it. There you go. Oklahoma's Richest, the World Cup finals. Rising Stars is another one that we're having down in Scottsdale as well. The Vegas Stars in Las Vegas and the Masters roping in Vegas as well. So there's kind of what we have going on the roping side of things for all of our qualifier series. Oh, you're on mute.
Okay, I'm back. We are working on adding some more barrel races and team ropings and a couple breakaway ropings. So be on the lookout. I know Karen Fuller's Downtown Calves and Cans will be added soon. Kenna Francis always puts on a really good team roping. So, but ladies, if you have a producer that you're like, man, I really wish it was a qualifier series, or if we even offered these side pot packages the biggest thing is for the side pot packages, it helps if the producer is running their event in Next Gen Rodeo. So that way you can just enter the event, enter the side packages all simultaneously together. But yeah, anytime you're like, man, and this is what happened with Kay Stevens. I know Danielle Roper, Brittany Steed, everybody's commenting, thank you for making the World Cup finals a QS. And that was those ladies reaching out to us and saying, hey, this would be an awesome event.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can send those directly to Linsay and I, Facebook message us, email us those flyers, and we'll definitely do our part to, if not make them qualifier series, for sure we could add side pot packages if the producer is willing to run it in Next Gen.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we have coming up. Really, we just wanted to kind of reach out to everybody and, just remind everybody about the side pot packages, because I'd hate for somebody to do it the old way and get kind of messed up. So knowledge is power. We want everybody to know you must enter those side pot packages. They're way more bang for your buck when it comes to the nomination process for you ladies. You get some money back. You can win some money back. That's how those QS spots are going to work. But it's happening so fast. Fall is here. Obviously, I got my flannel on already. I'm ready for the bugs I'm ready for the bugs to go away. But Oklahoma's Richest and the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway is next week. It's 10 days away that everyone's going to be in Oklahoma. I'm really bummed. My good horse right now he's not feeling well. He's got an abscess or something going on. And so I won't be there with you guys, but I am so excited for everybody. And I just can't wait to see who gets to go in the semifinals from Oklahoma, or from the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway qualifier to Scottsdale. I mean, it's so cool. There's so much money to be won in the next, 60 days in the breakaway roping and the team roping and everything. It's crazy.
Well, and Linsay, you brought up a good point. If anybody has done it the old-fashioned way, which means you've nominated in the VRQ for either of these, the Kimes Ranch or the Oklahoma's Richest, if you've nominated women's, reach out to support@WCRArodeo.com, ask them for a refund. They'll delete that nomination, but then go into Next Gen and enter these side pot packages correctly. Because as Linsay said, you get a nomination for the open class that you're entering, you get a nomination for the side pot, and you're eligible either for the QS or those advancement positions for Kimes. So for women's, do not nominate in the VRQ. Go to Next Gen Rodeo and enter these side pot packages. The events are in the VRQ because you want to nominate Corpus, get those points, win those Reliance Ranch VRQ points for that bonus. Corpus is going to be an awesome event right before women's in May. So you can still nominate Corpus in the VRQ, but for women's, enter in Next Gen.
Yep. And don't forget, goat tires, college rodeo goat tires, to nominate your college rodeos. It's only Wednesday. Nobody started. Everybody starts tomorrow. Get on there and use college 25 for a discount code for the college rodeos towards women's on that goat tying leaderboard. It's really firing up. It's pretty cool to watch. Smarty, I don't know if anybody caught last week. Was that last week? Yeah.
Yeah.
What week was that? Last week, we had Amanda on with us from Smarty Rodeo Equipment, and the winner in the Go Tang Showcase gets a Smarty horse, which if you haven't seen it, it's super cool.
So cool.
It's on wheels, and they pull it behind, and you can saddle it and cinch it up tight, and you can use it as a practice for a lot of things. I mean, you could use it to practice roping, so you could get good position in the saddle. You could use it for the go tying. You could use it for the steer wrestling. I mean, there's so many cool things that you can use it for. So our winner in the goat tying showcase will get a Smarty horse thanks to Smarty. We're so just excited to have them on board and celebrate the goat tying athletes that are going to get to come to Women's Rodeo World Championship in May. Don't forget that week is the week of May 12th through the 17th. We will be in Fort Worth, Texas. You want to take time off, that you want to take that whole week off, you can go to Cowgirl Gathering the weekend before. You can enter all of the Cowgirl Gathering. You can come to women's. You can go to the PBR World Finals. Just take that week off of work and come be celebrated with us. Go see the National Cowgirl Hall of Fame and Museum. It's absolutely beautiful. There's so many activities. I always feel like there's more room for activities. We have bunk beds.
We've got stalls at Will Rogers, and there's all kinds of stuff going on over there. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty incredible week, and we're excited. That's part of doing these lives. As more details come together, Linsay and I will walk you through the exact times, where to be. But you got to do your part right now by nominating, earning those points, putting yourself in a position to qualify so you can be there.
And if somebody has questions, I mean, reach out to us, support@WRWC.rodeo. We're happy to answer any questions. All of the service reps for each discipline, we have all of those ladies. They can answer any questions. But it's just going to be a great week. There's going to be a lot of money awarded out to ladies. We're over 800,000 now for Women's Rodeo World Championship. 183,000 in our 4 main disciplines: barrel racing, heading, heeling, and breakaway roping. So all of that's there. Now there's 3 pros, 3 challengers, and 1 limited in the breakaway and the barrels, and 3 pros and 3 challengers in the team roping. To AT&T, I don't know, 40,000 people to win that 60,000. So there's a lot of cool things that are happening. We reformatted kind of the payout a little bit. That's all online. You can see that. But think about that week. It's a good week to
come out with Linsay and I.
hang out with us in Fort Worth and have some fun and eat good food and see all the cool stuff they're doing at the stockyards, because it's a great place to hang out. The weather's beautiful, and see some good goat tying. I'm pumped about the goat tying.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, drop them in the comments. If you have any questions at all, support@WRWC.rodeo. But don't forget to enter those Sidepots. That's kind of what we wanted to get on here and just remind everybody. That's how you get nominated at our qualifier series, is in those Sidepots. So thank you guys for joining us.
Happy Women's Wednesday, and we'll probably see you next week.
We will.